Hey everyone, it's Flakfire. Battlefield 1 Sinai Desert is one of the largest maps in the game. It's got potential for great vehicular and infantry combat, but it can be a bit challenging, especially if you're new to Battlefield 1. So, here are a few tips to give you an edge against the competition. Since there is a lot of open ground to cover, vehicles like tanks and armored cars are indispensable on this map. In Conquest, they can help you get from objective to objective quickly without making you a juicy target for a sniper. This is particularly useful for capturing the dune outpost in the middle of the desert, which can make the difference between winning and losing a match. Pilots can even capture the dune outpost by circling it in an airplane. If you're playing Rush, vehicles have the capability to put some serious hurt on the enemy when used at choke points like Jabal Canyon. If you want a clear view of the battlefield, Sinai Desert has no shortage of vantage points for snipers. The stone arch between Jabal Canyon and Magara Battery is among the most popular, but Nelson Ridge and the rock shelf southeast of Mazar outskirts also provide an excellent line of sight. Meanwhile, building rooftops provide a riskier vantage point for players equipping long-range weapons. If you're the kind of player who prefers face-to-face infantry combat, stick to buildings when possible. It's a lot easier defending or capturing an objective from behind cover, and you can capture the Mazar wireless objective from the relative safety of the building just west of it. If you're looking for ways to advance on an objective across open ground on Sinai Desert, move from cover to cover, utilizing rock shelves, sand dunes, or whatever is available. Bayonet charges can also be used to move quickly. To minimize the sniper's effectiveness, equip smoke grenades or get creative to take them out. If snipers on the stone arch are really impeding your progress to capture and hold objectives, you can actually destroy the formation with enough explosives, tank shells, and bombs. This makes it extremely difficult for snipers to access the cliffs above Jabal Canyon. It also creates caves and forces vehicles to detour to more open ground. If things aren't going well for your team on Sinai Desert in Conquest or Operations, you'll be reinforced with an armored train behemoth. The armored train can capture Nelson Ridge, Mazar Station, and Magara Battery, giving it real potential to turn the tide of a match. If the behemoth is on the enemy team, you'll find plenty of field cannons that can damage the train and other vehicles. My favorite is the one located south of the Mazar outskirts. Players also have access to 3 elite classes on Sinai Desert. The Flame Trooper class spawns at the Mazar outskirts, the Sentry spawns at Jabal Canyon, and the Tank Hunter can be found at the Dune Outpost, particularly useful for fending off vehicles attempting to capture that objective. As with any Battlefield 1 map, the dynamic weather system impacts combat. The desert can be cloaked in fog or even a sandstorm, reducing visibility and turning long-range engagements into brutal, close-quarters fighting. Adjust your combat loadout to best fit the situation. With these tips, you'll find yourself right at home on Sinai Desert. If you enjoyed this video, you can find more tips, tricks, and Battlefield news at youtube.com/FlakFireGaming. Thanks for watching.
Zero watching now here. It should work this time. If it doesn't, screen yes, see delay, and because on Twitch you can
which is why, as we'll talk about it in the future, minion candies have become such a big thing to them. You know, they really enjoy that ability to press.
A lot of the other expected teams.
Yeah.
MVP has always been so aggressive.
I think this is just MVP's thing. They can beat anyone, but they can lose to anyone.
Oh gosh. So I mean, surely that's inconsistency. That's the word we use.
It's just how they play. High risk, high reward.